Okay, that's okay. Is that the? No. Oh. That one is too much. Mister, what are you trying to look at? I think he thinks we're watching like anime.
Yeah, Sydney, you're definitely into anime. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get going here today. Today always serves two purposes for us being in here. One, it is a day of physical rest. That's important to always have built in, okay? Especially after a workout day yesterday in the weight room. We want to make sure your muscles and your body gets that 24 to sometimes 48 hours of rest where they are not doing excessive movement, and you have that chance to recover, which is so important. So today serves a purpose in that way, to act as a physical day of rest for you. We want to make sure that's there for you. Second, it is a way to still get better by pursuing 1% better every day and get an understanding of how you can develop yourself, but just not in the actual movement ways, in the understanding of how things work type of way. Okay, so that'll be there. Reminder, tomorrow we're going to do some badminton. We're going to climb the ladder of badminton. Winning partner group, you will win push-up coupons tomorrow. I've already had to do push-ups yesterday. Yesterday I did the first push-up coupon. Somebody gave it to me in the hallway, had to do it. So I will pay up on it. Win it, keep it, use it. And then Monday is e-learning day. Just a reminder, we do have that. Everything you need for that can be found on the e-learning hub. Olson sends an email in the morning, or you could just go directly to Canvas. It'll be there. It has a really crazy title called e-learning 120 for January 20th. Really crazy title. So that is where it will be. It'll take place of our class activity that we would do on a Monday, and you'll still allow you to earn your class participation points at the comfort of your own home without everybody in the same spot. Okay, so that's what we got here today. All right, part of being a real one is being ready. And when you're ready for something, you are fully prepared for whatever that thing might be. What does good preparation look like to somebody? When you're fully prepared, what does it look like? Yeah, you're not nervous because I'm ready to go. I'm confident. Like preparation breeds confidence. I love that. Here's something else to think about, okay? We got a great big holiday, Hallmark holiday, coming in about a month. Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day. So you got Valentine's Day plans, right? Are you going to just roll out of bed, just put whatever on, it's on the floor, and be like, okay, let me go out for Valentine's Day? Yeah? Okay. I would encourage you to maybe think about taking a couple minutes to get yourself prepared, because maybe if you aren't fully prepared to go out, whatever you're going to do on that Valentine's Day event, you might give a bad impression to that other person, and they might, not talk to you ever again in this crazy story. So be prepared. Anybody got plans already in place?
Wait, what are you talking about?
Sleep. I mean, I got dinner plans all ready to go, so don't contact me that weekend. I am out. Valentine's Day? Nice. All right. We want to be fully prepared. We don't want to be nervous. We want to be at our best. So you're gonna be there. Yeah, not going to McDonald's. Not where. There's an Italian restaurant in South Bend. My wife loves Italian food. Papa Vino's. That's a fake Italian. That's faux. That's fake Italian. I've already given too many details. All right, I got 2 challenges for people to try to meet. 2 people in here. Could you fit through this piece of paper? I will give you paper. I will give you scissors. Okay, I'll give one here. Do I have a second person who wants to take me up on fitting through a piece of paper? Okay. I'm going to try to finish our time today. So I'm going to give you guys the class time to creatively think about how you could accomplish this challenge as we go through our time today. Fit through the piece of paper. That is the challenge in front of you. Next random question. Anybody got a favorite superhero? Anybody favorite superhero? Spider-Man, love it. Anybody else favorite superhero? Doctor Strange, love it. Batman? Okay. So, what is the difference between Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, and Batman? What's the difference?
One has powers, the other has powers.
when you think about it, Spider-Man got bit by that radioactive spider. I forget what happened to Doctor Strange. I have to remember that. Yes, okay. You could go through all those other superheroes. Like something happened to them or gave them that mystical ability to be the superhero. But Batman, when you really think about it, he's kind of average, like you and me, where he didn't have some magical moment where he was transformed into a superhero. He had some money, let's not get that wrong, but he was an average person who decided, I want to do something to be great. I want to take my story, my background, and overcome it to be amazing. So this is a bit of an extended clip, but I want you to look at it from your perspective. What is your origin story? Where are you at as you try to get to where you want to go? Okay? Batman. I'm going to give you the class time.
I thought I'd like to bury you with someone.
Thank you.
Very well. You're supposed to eat.
It was my fault. I made it.
When we're done with our going over our stuff for today. Yeah, you're good. You're good. You're good.
You understand?
Army crawl. I don't want to block the view. When we're done talking about our stuff today, we can go.
Do you still feel responsible for your parents? I agree. Come.
I'm gonna walk by.
You have learned to bury your guilt with anger. I will teach you to confront it and to face the truth. You know how to fight 6 men. We can teach you how to engage 600. You know how to disappear. We can teach you to become truly invisible. Invisible. Abhi! Nisha understands that invisibility is a matter of patience and agility. Always mind your surroundings. Ninjutsu employs explosive powders as weapons or distractions. Theatricality and deception are powerful agents. You must become more than just a man in the mind of your opponent. Who is he? He was a farmer, and he tried to take his neighbor's land and became a murderer. Now he's a prisoner. What happened to him? Justice. Crime cannot be tolerated. Criminals thrive on the indulgence of society's understanding. Parents' death was not your fault. It was your father's.
Mr. Haberman.
I got you. We're kind of watching something right now. I got you. There's.
I just want to use the fact that your father feels whacked. I had a God, but that's so you. I've been trained. The training is not. We're able to act.
I don't know what you're.
Yield. You haven't beaten me. You've sacrificed your footing for a killing stroke. Rub your chest. Your arms will take care of themselves. You're stronger than your father. You didn't know my father. I know the rage that drives you. And impossible anger strengthens the grief until the memory of your loved ones.
What do you need?
Wisdom
Keep it over there. I told you guys got the whole class.
educate yourself
I'll come back to you. I promise you.
enough to never existed. So you'll be spared your pain. I wasn't always here in the mountains.
One over here, we're good.
Once I had a wife. My great love. She was taken from me. Like you, I was forced to land her thus without decency. It must be fought without hesitation, without pity. Your anger gives you great power. But if you let it, it will destroy you. As it almost did me.
What stopped it?
Vengeance.
That's no help to me.
Why, Gross? Why did you not avenge your parents?
Everybody's got an origin story, just like Batman. Got a background of why you became you, and your past is a part of it. It's a part of that journey. It's part of you getting better. And some of that journey is self-discovery of where you were, so that way you know where you want to go. All right? You got to know it. And just like Batman, who was Bruce Wayne, just normal Bruce Wayne, who became the Batman, you can do the same. Maybe you don't call yourselves Batman, because that could be kind of awkward and weird. But you can be just as great. And so here's how we're going to do that with the real project that we're going to start today and take the next 6 weeks to do. Everybody at your team table needs to make sure you have one of these paper workbooks for yourself and make sure your name is on it. So we're going to start there. I had somebody earlier today give me a suggestion, and I'm going to present that to you. They're like, hey, can we write our team name on it? So that way if they get like jumbled around or somebody else sees it, they can all grab them together. I go, you can do that. So if you want to, great, but make sure your name is on it. So if we put it away and you go to get it, you know this is mine, this is the work that I've been doing, okay? I will always give you digital copies available as well. I'm going to show you where you can find that at the end of our time today. So know that everything you have in paper is always accessible digitally, especially for things like a weather day. You will always have that option. But I want to make sure we have name on it to start today. Guys, so make sure everybody has one. You guys have one? I'm going to pause you now because we're going to get ready to do team stuff. So, no, it is not. Yeah, it's with your team stuff. So this is where you're going to be walking back and forth. All right, now go ahead and make yourself open it up to page 19 where we're going to start all together today. We're going to go through every part of what this part of the real project today is together. Normally, we'll talk through some things. I'll give you some examples about how we're going to improve you. And then they're all here, so then we'll hold. Other classes are going to be some time together, and then we will break off for work time. So this is not going to be one of those days because we're going to stick together in everything that we do. On the left side, 18. Yes, sir. Yeah. On the left side, 18 is the description of what we're trying to do. We're trying to make you better and help you pursue something just like Bruce Wayne was trying to pursue his goals as Batman. He was trying to figure himself out. For us, there's a lot of things we got to figure out, right? But for this case, we're going to focus in on things for physical wellness and activity, okay? So on page 19, it says, I want to ... at the top. Incorrect. The first thing we need to do all together is you need to put down your pre-assessment numbers that we just did. So on each team table, your team has your current totals for 1 minute sit-ups, 1 minute push-ups, and the mile. Now, underneath, next to the mile, there are 2 times. There's one time that says pre-half. That was what we did on Tuesday. That was that time. What I want you to put down is the prorated time. That's the adjusted time because we didn't do the full. We will do the full in May. And so that is the number that you're going to try to pursue. So everybody needs to mark down what their 1 mile, 1 minute push-ups, and 1 minute sit-ups is. Does anybody have any blanks because they were absent they need to work through? Which blank you? Yeah, perfect. I'm gonna come right back. Yep. Did I just move it? Oh, no, I gave it to Clay. It's on the middle table. Let me go grab it. You could hold on to it when you did. Good. Again, so you're going to put down the pro, not the prorated, or the prorated, excuse me, not the pre-half. One moment. Going here, then going there. All right. Carter, in December, you finished with 30 sit-ups. So you can put 30. I want to talk you through this. That way you're not left trying to figure it out on your own today. So you're gonna have plenty of time. This is not a normal time that we're gonna take for this. Anybody else have any blanks they need to complete? Sorry, we're gonna. So this is what we're gonna need you to put down your current total. So you were there yesterday, so you have push-ups available to you. No, so you're putting the number that you did.
And that's what I did.
All right, if you currently have any blanks, let me know because I have previous numbers from last semester that I can use. If you are someone that wasn't in last semester and you have a blank there, you will be fine because as you can kind of get the hint, we're going to focus in on one of these three, okay? So everybody has their current number for 1 minute sit-ups, 1 minute push-ups, the prorated mile, okay? That's what we have to start. That's our origin story. That's kind of our background. Second, which assessment do you want to improve? We have until May. We're not going to do these again until May. So out of those three, 1 minute sit-ups, 1 minute push-ups, and the 1 mile, which one do you want to improve? Which one do you want to get better at? Take a moment. Consider your options. All right, so we got assessment totals. What our numbers are currently at. Which assessment we want to try to improve in our time together until May. Next, what is the number or total or time you want to meet when we do this again in May? So if you did 4 push-ups yesterday, and you say in May, when we do this again, I want to get 8. Put 8. Don't put 4, the difference between 8 and 4. Don't put a range anywhere from 8 to 12. Put an exact number. Or if you do the mile, an exact time. An exact time. It could be an odd time. It could be 10 minutes and 13 seconds. It doesn't have to be a flat, even number. You give that time or number of reps of push-ups or sit-ups that you would like to accomplish when we do this in May. I'm going to give you 2 minutes here to consider that. If you need more, let me know. But this decision is very important because everything we do moving forward over these next 6 weeks for the third quarter and in the fourth quarter is all going to come back to this decision. Everything we work on, talk about, the ideas we come up with, concepts we look at, is all going to come back to which assessment do you want to improve on and what is the goal number or time you want to reach with that assessment number. So if you need to take a moment to consider it, please do, because everything we do now hinges off of this decision. So take 2 minutes, consider what you might do, mark it down. I encourage you, if you aren't sure, ask a teammate, hey, what would be a goal number for me or good time for me? What do you think? Ask. Your teammates should be honest with you. They'll give you the lowdown of what they think you could do, what you might be able to achieve. Ask that. But I ultimately want it to be something that you consider for yourself, not something that is given to you by me. I don't want to give you what total you should have. I want you to set yourself up for success. Just like Bruce Wayne was working with Liam Neeson to try to improve himself to become Batman, I want you to set the goals up for yourself. All right, so we got assessment numbers. We got the assessment you want to improve on. We got the goal number or time you want to reach. I want to talk you through the bottom here, the SMART boxes. SMART is an acronym that stands for first, specific. I'm setting you up here. None of these should be really no, because I'm setting you up for all of them to be yes, but I want to make sure you think about how they could be yes or no. So specific is, are you specific in which assessment you're trying to improve upon? I know some of you might be like, man, I want to improve on all of them, Havermill. I want to get better at all three. I love it. I love your ambition, but I want you to focus in on just one. So specific is saying, I want to just focus on improving the push-ups, or I just want to do the sit-ups or mile. So that is specific, not I want to get faster. So for those of you who had us first semester, we did I want to get bigger, leaner, faster, stronger. That was intentionally set up to be more vague, because what exactly is stronger? Is it 5 push-ups or is it 15? Now we're going to be more specific. M is measurable. You should have an exact number or time that you want to hit. Don't give it a range. Don't give it 10 to 12. It is 10, or it is 15 minutes and 27 seconds. It is very measurable and specific, because when we do this again in May, you're going to know whether you hit it or didn't. So somebody says, I want to do 10 push-ups in May, and they do 9. Did they hit it? No, they did great. They did 9, but they missed it by 1. That was their goal. If someone says, hey, Havermill, I want to do the mile in 10 minutes and 15 seconds, and they do the mile in 10 minutes and 16 seconds. Did they get it? No. Unfortunately, they missed by 1 second. But that's how you know it's measurable. You either got it or you didn't. Okay? Either you asked someone to go on a Valentine's date with you and they said yes, or they said no. And then you got to regroup and do it all over again. Realistic or reachable is the next part of SMART. This is kind of that last time to double check what you put down. Otherwise, like you see like the roadmap, it says go back to start. If you aren't realistic and reachable, you go back to start. So is the number or time that you put down as a goal for you, is it realistic? Can you achieve this in the next 5 months? Is it reachable? I'm not saying limit yourself. There's a fine line between pushing yourself and then like making it easy. Are you pushing yourself enough? For example, I got somebody a couple years ago, they're like, hey, Havermill, I ran the mile in 12 minutes, and I think it was like 30 some odd seconds. We'll call it 12:30. They're like, in May or whenever it was December, I want to do the mile in 6 minutes or less. I was like, awesome. I love the ambition. But let's step back for a moment. You currently did it in over 12 minutes, and you want to cut it in half. That would be tougher to do. That might not be fully realistic. To go from 12 to 10 or 12 to 9, okay, we could wrap our heads around that, but to literally cut it in half, that's a lot. So be realistic with yourself. What is a number or time you should hit and can set for yourself by pushing yourself a lot, but not saying, I'm going to make it easy. I'm not going to like limit it by 1 or 15 seconds. And then lastly, is it time bound? Bowden, when are we doing these assessments again? In May. I'm telling you right now, May 23rd is the last day of school. You come up to me and say, hey, Havermill, can I do that 1 minute push-up thing, like June 15th? I'm going to tell you, no. I'm going to be on summer break just like you're going to be on summer break. So we have some time constraints to this. We have through May when we're going to do this again. So it is time bound. The reason why this is important is if you just say, hey, I'm going to try to get 5 more push-ups done in the next year, is it 365 days from now? Is it a year from this date? Is it this calendar year? Is it by next May? Is it 2 years from May? Like, it can be very vague, and we as people love to push things off and push it on. So it is time bound. By the end of May, you are going to know, did I meet this goal or did I not? Do I have some work I still got to do to achieve it? That's the ambition. The challenge is there. Now we got to see if we can step through it. Ladies, let's see you step through it. Step through it. Paper. This is that time. Oh no, we can't step through a rip paper.
I swear it did not.
Well, if you were doubting me, I'm going to see your strategy. Hey, I'm going to see your strategy. One piece of paper, put it together, do some cutting. You might end up with something that doesn't work. This doesn't work. This doesn't.
I know, we know how to fix it.
But, okay, no, there's 2 more slots I got to cut. But if you give yourself the chance to fully cut through it, that's where you guys were supposed to back me up. I was supposed to intentionally do this wrong, and then you guys would be like, no, I do it right, and I can succeed. It just broke. So I did. It just paper shreds. The challenge can be tough, and all it takes is one maybe miscue or one maybe I'm going to do it later, and you got something close, but you don't got the real thing. I want you, whatever you put down, to get the real thing. I want you to surpass that number, beat that time. I believe in you. You got to believe in yourself now, and we got to do that work, all right? To finish up, let me just show you where you can find everything digitally. In Canvas, it is called Real Project Third Quarter. It is not due until February 12th, so make sure if you miss a class day, go on here, do a double check of what we did or what we missed. The workbook, Spanish, English. If you rather have what is in front of you on paper done on your iPad, click it, make a copy of it, do it that way. If you ever miss a day, you're not here, click it, make a copy, do it that way. The instructions, every single page is now labeled with how to do it, what you can do. I also have paper versions over here on the table. So if you're like, hey, Habermel, how do I do this page again? Or can I work ahead 2 pages? It's all there for you. Please feel free to use it, okay? If you got questions, let me know. Go crush these goals. Go crush this time. Workbooks can go in the back corner. There's a cabinet here. It is labeled 8. 8. So if you are ever wanting to not keep it and put it here in the classroom, leave it in the cabinet with your name on it, and it will stay here until our next classroom day. All right? Appreciate you guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Badminton ladder is on. Yep. Justin, just go to your audio. Yep. Lights coming on. 3, 2, 1.